as I was sitting here mowing, figured I would give you an update on the 4066 since I'm sitting here driving it around. Just rolled over 727 hours on it. I am currently using a Bush Hog finish mower, a Bush Hog brand finish mower, and kind of mowing some of the rougher areas of the property that I don't want to take my 1585 in, just mostly because it's too rough. And I figured I'd give you an update on what I think of it. I bought this machine in May of 2017. I've given updates throughout the years as I've owned it. I've got, obviously, the mechanical self-leveling loader on it. And then I have various attachments for the loader. It does have the skid steer style plate on it. And then I have several attachments for the rear. So I've used it in various capacities. Of the 727 hours, the machine says it's logged about 66, 67 PTO hours. Most of that is snow blowing, and most of the other work is dirt work and or, sorry, bumpy area right here. Dirt work and or lifting things with the pallet forks, moving pallets around. The only really kind of worry I've had, and since I bought this machine, is a couple months ago it seemed to get stuck and would not go through an active regen. It was stuck in passive regen mode. For those of you kind of uninitiated to that, the diesel particulate filter that's on these tractors, you do have a percent display on the information. If you have a newer tractor, the display is a little bit different. I can't remember if they changed that, 2018, 2019, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. But basically, let's see here, because I'm in a smooth spot right here. Yeah, so 68.3 PTO hours. And right now I've got 42% soot in the DPF. A couple months ago, it would not go into an active regen to where it would just regen down to the teens and 20s. I got kind of worried. Machine wasn't throwing any codes or anything. Maybe I was just a little too hypersensitive about that. I have not had any problems with the emission systems. Still have not had any problems with the emission system other than they just getting stuck in that passive regen mode. What passive regen mode means is basically it's not going to just completely clean itself out. It's going to get down. What would happen is it would passively regen down to the mid 60s%, and it would get back up to 75 to 78, and then it would passively regen back down to the mid 60s. And I had never seen that behavior before. And then finally, about a month ago, I was helping some friends with a project, and the machine regened for almost an hour, if not a little over an hour. I know we had to leave it running when we got done with what we were doing at over 1500 RPM just to let it finish regenning. But funny thing is, it actually got down to below 3% soot, which I had not seen since I bought it brand new. And I think that was about 4 or 5 hours ago and on machine time, and now I'm back up to 42%, which is pretty normal. This machine does, I would say it works at low RPMs a reasonable amount. Very infrequently does it turn 2600 RPMs for hours at a time. For instance, today I'm doing this little bit of mowing, and that's only because I need to take the mower off the back. I'm doing this little bit of mowing, and then it will spend the rest of the day moving around stuff in the building. Probably somewhere around 2 to 2.5 hours would be my guess. A run time at probably less than 1500 RPM. So, and that's pretty typical for this machine. It's not a high RPM unit. I do recognize that it is best to run that at high RPMs. I have not, knock on wood, had any extensive problems with that. So, I mean, your guess is as good as mine as to if that caused my passive regen issue. But that's really the only kind of slight problem I've had with it. It has not needed to go back to the dealer, once again, knock on wood. And I am probably going to start in the next 12 to 24 months. I'm going to start looking for a replacement I don't know what I'm going to start looking for. I don't even know what type of, I may not even replace it with a subcompact or a compact utility tractor. I may replace it with a subcompact, you know, something a little smaller, because our new property, so originally bought this, we had 11 acres and now we have 7, and the property is a little bit different, and I have actually considered getting a skid steer. That is not a reflection on the machine itself. That is a reflection of changing needs. So, like I said, I haven't really decided what I want yet, but you know, we're going to get there in the next couple years. So, you know, there might be changes coming, but at the same time, I don't need to do anything with this machine, regular maintenance, and it's just going to keep rocking on. No reason to rock the boat with it, because it's just kind of a rock star around here. I know that some people complain about the emissions equipment, and obviously I have my concerns with it, but in the end, not really it's not a concern of mine. I've had some friends that have asked, you know, how concerned are you about the emissions? Typically not. So the only other complaints that I've ever had, I think you can probably look back through all my videos and see the rear windshield wiper and sorry, this is a very holy region right here. The rear windshield wiper and then the oil dipstick. So location of the oil dipstick's terrible. Maybe they've changed that by now. And the rear windshield wiper I've already switched out. So that solves all the problems from the 2017 model year. A couple kits that this machine has on it that others probably, they're less common, are the rear downforce. And I will have to say that the rear downforce has been, I don't have a backhoe or anything for it, so I didn't need Power Beyond. But the rear downforce kit I have used extensively in snow operations. It's great for scraping ice off of driveways and stuff like that. I am very thankful for it. I'm glad I put the kit on the tractor. Probably one thing, if I had it all to do over it again, I have the H2 along with the third spool for the loader. I would put both of those on there. I would definitely go ahead and order the tractor with downforce, and I would also order the tractor with a top and tilt kit. I got a top and tilt kit a couple years ago, and that has been huge. It's a huge time saver. I cannot imagine my life without the hydraulic top cylinder at minimum. That has been just an absolutely huge thing. You can adjust, like this mower, I can adjust it as I mow. So those would be my recommendations. Mechanical self-leveling loader. I really like it for pallet work, for forks. I mean, forks stay on this machine majority of the time. You do lose some rollback capacity for dirt work, which is not a huge deal. But I think I am done with mowing, and so this can be an 8-minute and 30 or 40-second review of the 4066. If you have questions, comments, leave them below, and I'll catch you on the next one.